Shock back here again with a very brief video in the eve of Season of Discovery launching, I think in probably about 3 to 4 hours. I have stumbled across what is probably my best memory from Classic World of Warcraft from a couple years ago. What I'm showing you here, and I think most of you Shamans already know where this is going, I'm showing you the literal legend Gnomedozer, the warrior that wins Hand of Ragnaros, and then trades it to poor old Shaman, myself, playing obviously strictly resto back then. And why this is so amazing for me, why it was so amazing for me still is because when I started playing Classic WoW, the only expansion that I never played in retail, I set myself to goals, obtain Hand of Ragnaros, and kill Kel'Thuzad. I obviously, well, pretty much did Hand of Ragnaros now, and then I would have killed Kel'Thuzad months later, but honestly the Kel'Thuzad bit, not as impressive, not as exciting. Soaking or sinking all those materials here that costed not tens of thousands of gold, but probably, I think probably about 4,000 or 5,000 gold in Classic WoW, to obtain this weapon that I proudly swung in dungeons, sometimes in raids, in PvP. Was the best experience ever. To me, this is one of the best items in the game, period, that dropped from one of the best bosses in the game, period. And why I'm so much reminiscing over this is now because in Season of Discovery, as you all pretty much know, we are very unlikely to be sporting this amazing weapon. Blizzard have sort of full-blown went into the whole dual wield specialization, and therefore I feel like even with more support in the form of runes later down the road, I sincerely doubt that we'll see any Shamans rocking this weapon. And to be fair, enhancement dual wield is amazing. I will most likely be maining this as I jump on a Shaman in a couple hours from now. But the sad news is that I don't believe we'll get to play with this toy, especially not when there will be other classes like that will be like craving for it. As usual, warriors, although they don't really need it, it's not really beast for them or anything like that. Even in the quote-unquote phase 1 of endgame Classic WoW. So, to be fair, the one weapon that has always went to Shamans and Paladins is now basically out of our reach, or at least that's what I'm thinking now. Hopefully I'm very much wrong, and hopefully in a couple of months time from now I'll be doing like a revamped video of sorts where I go back and I show you the big old hammer in Season of Discovery, one-shotting people and all that. And to be fair, even if dual wield is the meta spec, I'm thinking maybe I managed to sort of grab this for myself as well as other Shamans, and then we just go the good old PvP, Wind Fury, bam bam, you're dead mate situation, right? That'll be very cool. Just a bit more, couple minutes I wanted to speak about the Shaman in its current state, or rather the state that it will be for Season of Discovery. This is in no way tier list or too much of a theory crafting. I just want to say something that probably most of the Shamans out there you already know. We got the short stick in phase 1 of Season of Discovery. We basically got shafted. Simply because this level bracket doesn't attribute too much to Shaman's power. As you probably know, every single specialization misses its core ability. Restoration is not gonna have Chain Heal, Enhancement is not gonna have Storm Strike, and Elemental is simply not gonna have Chain Lightning. Although they do get Lava Burst, but I mean, sure, like another button to press, it's no Chain Lightning one shots, right? So basically what I'm saying this is because I think a lot of Shamans will level up. They'll go to level 25. They'll have fun discovering all the new runes, and then most probably very quickly a lot of other classes and specs are gonna outclass us. They're very likely to basically be chosen over us in this BRD raid, which is honestly BRD dungeon with 10 men, but BRD raid, right? Simply because we don't bring what we... Oh, of course, we don't have Wind Fury Totem, mate. Like, we don't have Wind Fury weapon either. So really, druids are now Shamans, and Shamans are now single target healers or something. Like, I mean, so funny. Um, but why I'm saying all this is because I think a lot of shamans again they'll level up, they'll play a bit, and they'll probably jump on another character, make a couple other heroes, and just try different things, which I'll do as well. I do want to play paladin, pretty much simply because of Polytime's YouTuber, which shout outs to him. Best paladin content creator out there. I've learned so much over the last 1 month of playing hardcore paladin from him that it's ridiculous. Like, honestly, you don't need to go and watch anything else but Polytime for paladin content and deep dives and breakdowns, because he just knows his stuff. And in regards to Shaman, I think what we need to do as Shamans is level up, get some gear, test all the runes, test all the specs. Of course, tank Shaman will be something brand new, so that might surprise us. Um, and we just need to sit tight. We just need to sit tight, and we need to wait for the actual game to start. Because to be fair, a lot of people are like obviously super hyped, as I am. However, this level 25 is gonna be sort of a joke, honestly. Like, imagine you going now on classic or on hardcore on level 25. You run the 3 dungeons like SFK, Wailing Caverns, like Deadmines, obviously a bit earlier for the Lions, and then you just sit there and you don't do anything. I guess you go PvP, check out the new system and the new event and whatnot in the Shenval, but like this. It's not gonna keep me playing 8 hours a day, right? Like, there's nothing to do for 8 hours. To be fair, there's one thing to do every 3 days, and that's clear this new revamped raid, right? And then log off, and then go do something else. So I think we need to basically sit tight, wait for our moment to come, wait for those higher level brackets, and specifically level 60. Not that leveling is not great, and not that capping at 40 or 50 is not going to be great as well, with potentially new raids and new content, but people are going to get burned out very fast, I feel like, and I think you need to think of it for the long game. Think in perspective. Get ready to potentially swing your Hand of Ragnaros at level 60, or maybe just dual wield like some insane axes, and there's plenty of those in Classic. Warriors can attend to that. Um, and then just have some fun, play some other characters, and come back to it whenever we're as good as we can. Regarding the actual ending game and my very quick thoughts, I I still don't know that enhancement in its dual wield form without the extra support of things like Maelstrom weapon are going to be able to compete, because as soon as we hit 60, as soon as raids start going on, the game is gonna be like min-maxed. There will be a meta, and this meta is not going to probably involve enhancement shaman in the current state that we've been like sort of shown a couple of runes and lava burst. Like, warriors get percentage increase in damage and critical, and I think movement speed as well, whatnot. Like, they were gods in classic WoW, and I don't feel like we are gonna even touch base with them, if we don't get a whole lot more support. Um, but it's going to be very interesting nonetheless. I'm more so excited for Elemental, to be fair, because Elemental was always able to do very very quick, very good damage, and then just not keep up because of mana issues. And then I think if Blizzard do manage to sort of address that with a couple of runes, we've seen already Water Shield. Maybe we see something more as well. Um, Elemental might have its place in raids. And again, to be fair, enhancement is not like it's not gonna have its place in a raid. It's just like 3 months from level 60 being out. I don't know. We'll be the preferred melee. We've never been. We probably never will. And then in terms of restoration, which is the only thing I can probably um, very realistically say will be just as good, if not much better than what it was, uh, is of course restoration. I played restoration all through classic WoW, all the way to Nax. I've healed every fight, done speedruns with the boys, and by the boys I mean the best guild I've played with back then, a herb baked egg, alongside its leader Nattle. as well as Gnomedozer here, the guy who gave me the hand. We've done a lot of speedruns and whatnot. It was very nice. And I was also trying to do some parses. I think I have like 99s on every boss in BWL as well. So that's kind of cool to look forward to as well. Replicate that in both restoration and then ideally some of the other specs. Give it a shot, right? But yeah, restoration will be very easy. I think it will be very nice for max level. It's always been really good with chain heal. Now chain heal gets overload. You get earth shield. I don't even think all the runes matter all that much. Obviously at level 25 they don't matter whatsoever. I mean, you can go any spec here, put in basically any weapon you want, put flame tongue on it. Where's my flame tongue? Where's my flame tongue? Can I kill something here? They're very powerful. Flame tongue has such insane spell coefficient that you can pretty much do that in any spec, in absolutely any spec, in any specialization, and you'll be doing just fine. Obviously, like you're not gonna get into a BFD raid if you're trolling like that, like with wrong talents and wrong items, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do just fine whatever you decide to do. You're just probably not gonna be the best of it. So, yeah, Shamans. How do you even say this word? I think I'll stick with Shaman. Shamans, rejoice, keep tight, wait for our moment, and maybe we do swing Hand of Ragnaros a couple months from now. Maybe we just one-shot people in Elemental. Or make sure nobody drops under 70% HP, spamming overloaded chain heal and never running I think that'll be what I'll be doing. I'll be doing all of it on stream, on YouTube, offline as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys, and I'll meet you in Azeroth.